Maybe
What's
it's a
up,
delay
server?
on their end. Yeah, yeah.
There it
There we
is.
go. Let's go.
Alright. Is everything working? I think so. Game audio. Yep. Alright. Sorry. Last minute stream. For whoever will be watching, there's a 30-minute delay. This time it should actually work unless OBS crashes again. But we have a ECL rules based game between a brand new team called PCB and against Krieg. So should be a fun game to watch. Let me change one more setting so people can actually see what's going on and who's where. There we go. Alright, cool. That should fix the bubbles. Quality should be okay. However, let's see if I can make this a little bit better. Oh boy. Oh. I think that's the best we're gonna get. Unless I turn on my actual filters. Nope. Alright. Cool. We're off in about a minute and 17. I'm kind of curious because I was supposed to play, and you would think that I would know this answer. But if we're going to have actual planned truck snipes, but I don't think we will. We have one transport truck already in the middle, or going towards middle. Who is in there? Punkwa. We have our meat grind truck, and no, they're going north, it seems. Let's see. Do we have a team? Here we go. And they're playing wide for 36'S. It's going to be map edge to map edge. We have retro with the AT on top of the transport truck.
You snipe your truck? Good try.
We're gonna follow my boy Retro, see if he can get something done here. That'd be pretty cool. If he's gonna hit a truck sniper or not, while R2 is singing in the background. Alright, rev that engine. Rev that engine. That's what I'm talking about, baby. There we go. And the truck is off. GB, our usual driver in Pathfinders, taking it off. Got our supply truck going east. Is that the commander? Yeah, that's Commander Turk. Alright, but as I said, we're going to follow Retro, see if he can... It's going to hit on the top truck. Snipe. See here. Launches it. Where's that one going? Ooh, that was actually really not a bad rocket. That was absolutely not a bad rocket. You're going to send out a second one? No, Retro? If only you knew, brother. There you go. Never gets out. FG42, he's about to have a blast today. A lot of people dedicated already and hopped out for their meat grinds. A lot of people dedicated on the northern buildings, eastern buildings, I'm sorry. But, as expected, Axis gets on church much quicker. It's the truck. Transport truck. Don't dedicate a second rocket on it, Dan. Focus on infantry. That's just CE. Unimportant. Good rocket. Nice try. We need people to fight for those eastern buildings. However, Shit's weak, making his way over there. That's a lot of people that they're about to encounter. That being said, since PCB is playing for map control, they are playing wide. Not as many people dedicated towards soft cap and hard cap initially. Mostly playing for map control. So if they can win their initial fights here, they can start wrapping. They can start cross-firing into the play area. There we go. We already have Jeff inside of the tower. Oddly, already got... That sounded like Artie. But it is the tank in the middle of the fucking road. Artie should hit a little bit closer to the church. So far, Krieg was getting the cap, but Axis solidifying their position inside a soft cap. Look at that. Your western side needs to get covered. Fleck. Gunny, that's a little too close with the MG. You need to start covering a little further back. It's a little risky to go in there with the MG already. Sir Button needs to have people. Okay, there we go. Harry spawns on the OP as well. Ranger Vit also there. We'll try to cross. Placing a satchel is always a cool thing to do. And then just go play your life. That way you can burn whatever you can burn. Is there an OP there? No OP here. However, the Lukes made it behind them, harassing everybody and everything. What are you hitting? You already have a sniper in the back lines as well. Oof, if only that was a Whammo SL. For the people who don't know, a Whammo SL is the wide-ass motherfucker. I forgot on the name real quick. What he can do is basically, as a squad leader, can get behind enemy lines, play as sneaky as he possibly can. Here we go with the Puma. Krieg or Kentan ran past him. Alive. Oof. Hold on. I'll explain what the Whammo is later. Let's get this fight out of the way real quick. This tank fight. Reese making it behind the T-34. He's gonna get ass. He's gonna get ass. No. Oof. Misses his shots. Gets another side shot. He's just driving around in circles. The turret can't. This is funny. Oof. Gets taken out by a rocket. Amazing place from Samurai or Ruby. There we go. We have Eastern map control. Yes, Eastern map control. Jeez. And a full cap that we already have from PCB, and already making cap progress in 4th. However, so far that is only soft cap pressure and not really anything tangible. That is Coco Dave or 1CDO Dave sitting in the hard cap. Is he using the FG42? What are we doing here, Dave? Let's see. No, bolt action. It's a little up close. Everybody had to reset right around you. I know. Somebody close. FG42. Oh my god, you'd be fragging right now. Oh, okay. Nice try, Dave. If I could suggest FG42 next time, especially if you're going to be playing that close to the enemy on their 4th. There we go. I already heard an MG42. Where did I hear you? You just die, maybe? And all that personnel that we had on the eastern side of the soft cap, all gone. A lot of blue on hard cap at church, taking it over. But now it is PCB's responsibility to push up and take ground. Push the allies into their own red zone territory and create a new front door. What do we have here in... Nothing. No Whammo place. Complete emptiness. This is a wide open map. However, Flynn running across the open field, seeing what he can do, how he can get behind the enemy lines. We'll keep an eye on him. However, a lot of people, for whatever reason, going towards him. 2 SLs and an AT guy. Flynn placing his OP, I'm assuming. Or AFKing, picking a new song to listen to. No, slightly moving. Slightly moving. Oh, there we go. He was waiting on his OP to restart. Or to reset. Airy holding the fence. It's a nasty little spot. What are you looking at? Holding the house. That's the door, yeah. Smoke. I would be looking at it as well. Tank is splashing, but not a lot there to be splashing. Harry, you're gonna need help. I'll be honest. There we go. Fleck is also there. What is splashing you? Where is this tank? There's a medium tank on the red roads. We need another Axis medium tank to counter that. There's a lot of Axis medium tanks looking east. However, west is going to need some help. That being said, I say that as the Allies medium is making his way west. And I went inside of the church. As one does. Kirkleton with the bombing run. Didn't get too much, however, may have gotten that front door garrison that could have been there, would have been there. Fierce fight, map edge. Never gets taken out. By Kentan. Made his way all the way from Hardcap over here. That's interesting. Vidar knows that he's here. The Vidar is just going to keep running. It's going to give Never a great OP to operate out of. Come on. Jump over the hill. I know you can do it. There we go. Good job, Vidar. It's going to keep making it towards Hardcap. Buddy, you're about to warm stuff up. There's always going to be a garrison here. The Bino's out, however... You're about to run into JJ, and if he's looking at his map, he picked up his OP. JJ, whatever reason, picked up his OP. Unsure why. That's an extra radar, but the garrison's warm. Is JJ paying attention? He is. He heard the footsteps. Gets taken out. Did Vidar hear the garrison, and did he call it out, though? That's the real question here. Bar reset. I heard a truck. Supply truck. Honking his horn. A lot of ground being taken by Ari. Gunny, great position. For future reference, if you would really want to, you can also hop on the fence and hop on this. And then you can essentially lay prone and watch this intersection right there. But you're killing it out here, too. Except for the Katushka strike right on your face. Slowly but surely, a lot of ground being taken by PCB, which is a mixture of Pathfinders, 1 CDO, bunker, which is a cool way to get a lot more people involved in ECL. Currently starting off with 36'S rather than 49s, which will eventually work up to the better the team does, of course. There we go. Davy Crockett found his way on top of the roof. Great spot. With the rocket. Hits the tank once. Tank not too happy about that. Driver shooting at him. Oof. That was a great rocket. 2 great rockets so far. Just slightly too high on... It ricked it. There we go, Davy. Yeah. And slightly up. Nice try. 3 great rockets by Davy Crockett. Is he going to stay alive, or is he going to redeploy for more ammo? Is there more ammo near you? Nobody dropped Explo ammo. It's okay to be a little adamant, I was going to say, for people to drop ammo or explosive ammo for you, but yeah. And then, of course, that happens. Axis currently dropping supplies, but allies are right on top of it. Never. It's up to you to keep those supplies alive. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste of resources. But there we go. Buckley takes out Ruby. Flynn. Death Streak. Or Death... I don't know what your name fully is. Prioritizing the supplies. Good burn. Phoenix. Holding his ground. Sees Vidar. Shooting at Vidar. Or never. Never knows he's there. Cocky. Middle of the road. Process committing. Vidar, look to your right. Vidar, look to your right. Ooh. I don't know how you got hit markered. That was kind of a cheese. Needed 2 shots to take down the notorious Dutch person. Truck explodes. Flynn wants to avenge his Dutch brother. But Phoenix holding strong. Holding his position. Does not want to allow anybody else to take all that ground. His team should be helping him out here soon. But he's solo fighting as an SL. Nobody on his OP. Shoots at Willie Pete. Takes out Willie Pete. Send rockets in the house, boys. Satchel it. Do something. Never. Trying to hunt for him. But Phoenix doing an amazing job at holding this house solo. PCB playing way too apprehensive, but there's a medium tank in the mix now. Rushing through. Could be burning the garrison here soon. Did he get the garrison? No. 1 rocket off. Just drove straight past the garrison. Hit him twice. There we go. GB, stay alive. Oh my god. Why are you not getting HE'd? Why are you not getting HE'd by the tank? And takes out the tank. Oh my god. Good job. Good shit, GB. Even though 10 out of 10, you should have been dead there, to be completely honest. In the meantime, Flynn finally took out Phoenix. Can't find his OP. Oh, there we go. Finally burnt. Phoenix did spawn on it, though. Phoenix knows somebody is inside. Doesn't know that he's on the 2nd floor, though. Flynn, playing it slow. Phoenix, equally as slow. Do we have anybody in the back line? We have Vidar. Nobody for Krieg in the back lines yet. However, in the meantime, besides this ratty little fight, we have cap progress for Krieg, but reaction from PCB defending. Great map control. Oh my god. Jesus, 8. Green Bean and Davy Crockett have been on it with the rockets right now. Already doing its job, just slamming targets. Taking people out of the fight 1 by 1 or 5 by 1. However, repeating the same target when you're not hitting something, not the best. Adjust your fire a little bit. Ask your infantry SLs. There we go. Now your Artie's been pointing a little bit better. Actually a great spot for Artie. In order to maintain your grounds on Church, you have to start pushing out. You can't just give them those houses. You have to push them out of those houses and box them out. Give them the open fields to fight over. Because right now, Krieg is having a lot of control over the entire hard cap and soft cap. You have to dedicate people to these cluster of buildings to the east of the houses, or the church. Typically, you would want an MG on this broken house who can watch this entire cross. That way, those people that have control over the east side, JJ would have been dead, for example. Because he's just running in the hard cap. And that JJ, that cap weight that he brings to the matter, almost tilted towards Krieg. That's how you stop that. funneling in. Shit's weak by himself. Needs to ask for people. AKA Rendler. There we go. Heard the footsteps. Good shots. Can't jump in those windows, Spooky Bear. And the smokes go off. They're crossing the road like I can predict it. They're trying to get into Heart Gap because they've regained positive control over this. Idar is back, giving him back shots. He is running out there, bro. What are you trying to do here? Sabotage? Sure. But you have 2 people sitting on Heart Gap. Joe Mama knows something is here. We'll try to catch Vidar. Vidar, oh my god. Ain't no way. There we go. Vidar takes out the garrison. Is Joe Mama paying attention? Is Joe Mama paying attention? He is somewhat paying attention, but the garrison's out. Vidar is going to get shot in the back. No! But did burn the garrison. However, follow-up is not going to be had because the garrison can just be rebuilt. Is there already supplies there? No supplies. He's going to have to get Coco to redeploy and drop supplies for him, and sooner than later, hopefully. However, there's no real actual threat happening soon. Gunny, great position. I don't know how the hell he found himself here. Love this. Will get shot in the back here soon, though. Aspirin found them. No. Yeah, nice try. Wonder... This could have been a good position, laying prone here, and then crossing the exact section that you were watching. That way, they would have to commit inside of the house to get you or shoot a rocket at you. A little exposed at that fence. That was awesome that you even got there. Great plays, Gunner. Need an MG in the tower, dude. You need an MG in the tower. See, they're already rocketing it, expecting that there's going to be an MG in there. Where are you sitting at? This is actually a pretty cool position. This MG in the tower can stop this entire... You can shoot everything up to Lumberworks. Like, having Lumberworks as your 4th point with the German MG is just damn near a cheat, basically. There you go. East. As I predicted, you had to dedicate more people into it. You had to have taken that ground. The P4 helped that push as well. Vidar still in the back line. Who is that? Jazz. Also making his way into the red zone. Now, if you're allies, you want an MG inside of... not this windmill, right? No. Inside of this windmill. And this window gives you access to shoot Slug and everybody else trying to push our east side. This window, eventually, afterwards, will give you the opportunity to shoot the bridge and defend Lumberworks. Never. Retro. The box out is happening. Why? Because they took control over the west and they took control over the east of those building clusters. And now the box out is happening because now, at this point, your meat grind is just getting crossfired. I say that, but map edge, Krieg, full control. Slug R2 needs to do something about that. You do not want to let Death Streak... What is your name, dude? Death Stroke. Don't let him get behind your lines, boys. Defense needs to pick this up. Garrison's warm. At this point, medium is reacting to it. There we go. You need infantry support to spawn on it. Will they take down the garrison? Garrison's dead. Supplies are already being dropped. Medium takes care of one person. Most important person did not die yet. Ruby can't do anything about the P4. Oh, medium, no. If only you knew that the SL, the most important person, is still alive. He's the biggest threat that you're dealing with right now. However, Willie Pete also tracking, and he's watching that way. Good. Very good play. But the MP40 is not the gun you want to fight this fight with right now, though. Slug making his way far. B4 almost gets turned around. Don't let that go. Oh, great pickup by Tonsek. Great kill on the P4. P4 should play a little bit more conservative and just splash, hold ground, help your infantry push the push ground essentially, or push territory. Not up to you to break the stalemate unless it's a coordinated tank push along with your infantry. Otherwise, those things kind of happen. And then you get picked off by the lone AT players hiding inside of the houses. However, the box out that we spoke about earlier, currently happening. Nothing but open fields right now for Krieg to cross. BCB has all the cover in the world. There we go. Tough. Finally inside of the house. Oh my god, he's farming. Oh my god, I wish I was playing MG right now. Oh my god, I am jealous. I know everybody is gonna complain about me talking about MGs. But look at that, dude. Look at the view you have. This is so disgusting. Hold your fire. It's better to not shoot until you actually see something, because right now they can pinpoint you and they can just rocket you, or a tank can shell you. Oh, I'm jealous. But box out happens, and the soft cap pressure started happening. Look at all the blue in the soft cap right now. Who is this? Az. Bridge control is also happening. Rendler picks up the kill. I call him Rendler. In-game name is Shit's Weak. Gets laid the fuck out. Oh, the body flops are good. Retro picks up Tonsek. Behind him. Good pickup. Phoenix, though. Holding the same cluster of buildings. Buckley doesn't know about it, but his teammates join the OP. Somebody gonna pick up. Oof. Okay. Now you gave away your position, Phoenix. How is PCB going to react to it? Crockett. Gonna run right into Crockett. Dead. About to burn the OP. Great place by Phoenix. Holy crap. Buckley needs to react. Stay alive, Buckley. You need to replace your OP. You have a reset garrison. Kind of far away. Phoenix solo just swapping an entire squad. Gangster. Which gives Deathstroke a lot of room to play with. Now, eastern flank, Flynn. Also gets knocked out. Which gives Valdakan clear path to the garrison, and he just keeps running. Would I commit 1, 2, 3, 4 people to this white flank while you're already losing your fourth? Absolutely not. Why not? Because now you're losing so many people in your soft cap in these 4 grid squares. E3, F3, E4, and F4. So you can't really see much anymore. Or you can't have that cap pressure anymore. But they're dealing with it. It could be a payout, but it's a big risk to deal with. Excuse me. Krieg holding on the defense really well. All the blueberries dead. Raspberries stay alive really well. How do you regain this ground? Your eastern flank is about to actually... There we go. Got a red zone garrison up. Great play. Let's see here. Boldakin takes out Flynn. Oh my god, these PPSHs are so much fun, dude. Burns another OP. Rascal. Holding ground. Gets the kill. Good job. Important kill. Now Deathstroke is a problem. Gonna want to stabilize your front. Have faith in your defense. And then you can have people spawn on this garrison. Where exactly are you? Right here. You can have people spawn here. You're gonna pull people back. And then things could get scary. For PCB. GB takes down another tank. Was it? No. The P4 did. What in the hell? What did you just shoot at? Oh, you're trying to get the garrison. A little higher. Come on, get it, GB. No? One and done? One rocket and done? Okay. At this point, you're losing your midpoint. Don't panic because it's just a recon tank and one SL. This one SL is a big problem. This one SL is a huge problem. What is he doing here? What are we doing, Deathstroke? Yep, place your OP. Okay. Now, go hide. Have people spawn on it. One person drop a box of supplies. He redeploys. Second person drops a box of supplies. Then at that point, you can just build a garrison. I'm not sure running away or running wherever. Are you going to have people spawn on your garrison? Recon tank gets shot at. By Retro. What is Deathstroke doing? You're losing your cap. And that's just one player, 2, 3, 4. People are trickling in. Front door is lost. A lot of red walking in. People are starting to play out of position, and this is what happens. This is not a good line. You need to continue to maintain your line. This is not looking healthy for PCB whatsoever. Your reset garrisons need to push up. You need to condense down. You need to get into soft cap. Sir Buttpants doing exactly that. Gets picked off because you're doing it in an open field. Consec AT. And you got 3 people inside of hard cap. This is going to become incredibly difficult to defend. This is why you cannot play out of position and you can't start playing chaotic. However, the reset. Great plays by Krieg. Harry about to get picked up by Tonsik. No, Tonsik. Okay, picks up the kill. Gunny alerted. Smart, laying prone. Set up the MG. I hope it's not one of those glitchy spots. It was, because he has to readjust. He sees him, but the MG is being difficult. I know, it's going to keep looking into the ground, Gunny. You have to get some, like, weird elevation. Oh, the AT. Whips out the pistol. Needs to pick up the AT. Please, get the kill. There we go. Gets one hit. Almost. Okay, good job. Defense going towards PCB's favor. Now you have to extend. Reorganize your lines. We do have a half track. What the hell? I kind of love this play. I kind of love this play. Where's the half track? I kind of love this play. What the fuck? I am not hating on this. This is hilarious. Let's see here. PCB did an amazing job pushing all their people back inside of soft cap and onto hard cap. However, Krieg at this point has map control. If only Charlie OP knew. Here we go. Divide. Does he know that he just spawned there? I think so, because he is making his way over there. Count 20 seconds after you killed him. 'Cause that's about the time that he spawns. Could he pick up the OP? Sees the OP, right? Yes, now he does. Burns it. This is a problem for map control. Your midpoint is getting lost again. Recon tank just causing havoc, dude. You need to take care of this. Yeah, not a lot you can do, Tiago. Smoke it, I guess, yeah. That's what I would do. There we go. One rocket whiffs. Close. The circus, the clown car. This is such a funny looking truck. Hold on. What the hell? Turn your turret! Turn your turret, Reese! Oh my god. Okay. Gap is still going on, though. Gap is still going in Krieg's favor. However, can PCB recover from that? Reset garrisons are really far away. Turkleton with the artillery strike. Is that a bombing run? Where's the bombing run coming in? Okay. Clean bombing run by Turkleton. Did help to relieve some pressure. And a lot of blue again inside a hard cap. And a box out. Slowly starts over. There's the arty strike coming in. A friendly arty strike by Turkleton. Where's that, Oh, but Krieg, adamant on flanking. Adamant on continuing to want to get behind the enemy lines. They have an OP up here. 3 OPs warm. Castellic has to get called out at this point, right? Punkwa. Punkwa, wrong direction. Wrong direction. You know there's an OP that just burnt right next to you. There we go. You're tracking. You're in the right direction. He's gonna see him. Gets picked up by Castellic. Great play for Castellic. Burnt 1 OP, picks up Punkwa. Gonna try to burn another OP here. Nope. Just walks past the OP. However, OPs are still warm. At this point, you have to get called out. There's 2 of them. Your comms have to be better right now within PCB. There we go. Punkwa sadly misses his shots. However, picks up the kill. Ranger Vit was there to help anyways. There's 1 more player behind you, though. He's not warming up anything, so you wouldn't really know. However, dangerous player with AT. Has a rocket, could burn OPs and or garrisons from a distance. Do you have a hard cap garrison? Not yet. You do still have an annoying OP that area is close to. You have to deal with it. You have to burn them out of your back lines. There we go. Airy picks up 1. Reese knows something's up. Looks direction. Keeps going forward. Gets picked up from the back. As you have to react to this. Because I understand it's not doing much. And there we go. This is what happens. Your P4 gets taken out. OP's still up. Is that 2 OPs? No, that's the same OP. They just placed it a little further. Cadillac being an absolute menace in the backline, flank maxing. However, Lynn, Dan, Thiago ensuring that they want another box out. Rockets getting fired into the buildings. They want to push them out. Krieg did an amazing job of reestablishing themselves inside of the houses. As I said earlier, that dedicating all those people to that flank could become dangerous. PCB did not profit off of that, though, because they started capping, but they also allowed Krieg to establish behind them. Come on. Now you have to start reacting to the people behind you, right? You are. Finally, there we go. Ranger Vid picks up Cadillac. The rocket's still alive. The P4 still gets shot in the ass. I know the tanks are getting annoyed, but at this point you're kind of putting yourself in these situations too. You know there's an AT guy here. There we go. The OP finally got burnt. About to. Punkwa. Got it. Finally got the OP. However, is the SL? SL is not finally alive. There we go. And you took care of the threat behind you. But new threat arises. Jesus. What are we doing? Garrison's warm. Flynn knows that. Smart player. Picks up the kill. Great. But alarm bells need to get raised. You got rid of your western flank issues. Now, that one person should ring a little alarm bell. Flynn gets picked up. That should tell you something. Your garrison's about to warm up again. It's warm again. Who else spawns on it? You're going to lose this garrison. Where's your reset then? All the way east or in the bend? And garrison gets taken out. Nobody's going to spawn on it. If you spawn on it, you're dead anyways. Both of them want to see E. Both of them are burning it. Christensen reacting to it, though. Is he? Yeah, he's looking that way. Okay. There we go. Picked up the 2 kills. This OP needs to get handled. Lynn knows this. Lynn is a smart hell let loose player, so he knows this. There we go. Skills gets picked up. Places a new OP, but Ruby. Oh. Okay. Great OP by Lindo to react to it. It's already shot at by the PPSH. Christensen's picked up Deathstroke. Gets taken out. But at this point, you pinpointed, oh my god. Now Ruby is going to find a garrison here. What is going on? Wait, what? Oh, okay. This is a problem, guys. Come on. That's 2 garrisons getting knocked out in 3 minutes. And your tank gets destroyed. Was it a tank? No, that was just a truck. Okay. Guys, you have to react to this. You lose your front door. The back lines are getting harassed. You lose your garrisons. You have to dedicate people to defense and being able to flex people on your defense. Midpoint may get lost here. At this point, who cares about your 4th? Don't go for the cap on 4th. Great job, though, by Krieg in establishing that OP. Deathstroke just made his way there. Placed an OP, and they were doing what they are supposed to do. Take down the garrisons, take down the tanks, harass the enemy from behind. Gunny. In a good position.
That's the guy that's
That's strobe. Couldn't find anything though. And the cap goes towards Krieg, and they're already getting back capped. One player though. But you have nothing to spawn on. You have one. Okay. 2 people spawning on this or 3 people spawning on this should stop the cap. There we go. Run into soft cap. Once they are in the D column, that cap should stop. But this many people, you don't need that many people, boys. You do not need that many people. That is too big of a reset. 1 SL and 2 infantry would have done the job. See, there we go. That's a good flare. That's a great flare even. Because that tells you everything you need to know about the actual threat. So you don't dedicate too many people towards it. Amazing plays by Krieg. Fully boxed out. Fully pushed out PCB. Moose. Good. Trying to reestablish his OP here. Places it. Needs people to spawn on it though, so that he can at least maintain his position there. 2 SLs with Rendler and Flynn and Slug. 3 SLs actually. But where's your infantry? Moose gets knocked out by Helmek. Flex should know about this. Flex should be watching it. Is he? Throws his nade, yes. Gets taken out. Bad timing. Christensen, pick up the kill. There we go. Airy actually picked up the kill. This is, we do have to remember, this half track is hilarious because it hasn't been used yet. Whoever has it, yes, Vidar has been spawning on it. With the FG42, I wish I could have stats for you guys right now. But I never got the link. Retro, 1000 CE. Retro's been fragging out. Krieg, Commissar. I don't know what he's playing. He might be in a tank. Or Artie. Speaking of Artie, am I crazy or have I not heard Artie at all? We still have Artie players? We do. That one. And yes. Slowly but surely, PCB is making their way back onto the front door. But the east is looking bad. R2 has to hold on. Well, something's up. Gets taken out. I jinxed you, dude. Go, Slug already gets shot at. Checking his flanks. That front door is not looking good. Picks up 1. Picks up 2. You hear footsteps behind you. It's R2. Can you start hitting your shots, please?
No.
There we go, Artie, finally again. There you go. You got him, Slug. Alright. If you watch this, your gameplay is boring. I love you. But PCB doing an amazing job recovering grounds here in the west cluster of buildings. You need to do the same on the east. That's off Slugs OP. A lot of people spawning on it. You need to help your SL retake grounds. You can't be holding the ground there with 3 people within 10 feet. Come on, guys. Slug gets picked up. Not Slug. GB. Go another AT guy. Just running in an open field, just getting the ground he wants. And the P4 gets hit again. I just know they're getting annoyed. Krieg is doing such a good job at getting AT players just in obnoxious, annoying positions, which is phenomenal by them. The PCB kind of letting them do it. But map control going extremely well for... Why do you have 2 spotters there? BF, you don't need 2 spotters in the same area. Never gets melted. Spider gets melted. You need to spread out your spotters. You need a spotter in your back lines because Krieg has been doing so well just hanging out in your back lines. You need... Actually, they got cleaned up now. But imagine how much faster they would have gotten cleaned up if you had a spotter just flaring your back line. Telling you where exactly they are. Telling you where the enemy is. So that you can clean them up before this entire chaos unfolded. That being said, PCB reset phenomenally. But they need to take control over these buildings. Meat Grind needs to get back here. You just have to. You're not going to walk into church only from the west. MG, is he in a... Yes. Great position. Window above you is safer. Spraying it doesn't help. It just gives your position away. You're not hitting much. GB picks up the kill. There we go. And the back lines again. R2 gets shot in... Yes. Another half-track. Phoenix trying to call in an AT or a satchel guy to blow this thing up. It is locked out currently. Half-track in the back lines finally got cleared. What's this? Tank. Oh. Sorry, wrong button. Fat fingers. What is this thing doing? It's confused. It's a Luke's. What's he repairing? It's a solo Luke's. Solo Luke's could just sit on the hill here. Actually, preferably here. And you can just splash St. Mary. You can just splash. You can just be an absolute menace. Man, you guys are spread out. Regaining map control, but you just don't have people in the western side of cluster of buildings. That's where you need your people. Way too wide. Nothing inside of soft cap. You need people inside of the E5, E6, and the F5, F6 zones. However, Slug doing an amazing job. Slug getting in there. Who is this right here? GB. No, that didn't sound like R98, did it? Something got blown up. Finally, the half-track got taken care of. Krieg kind of just doing what they want again. On the flank. They have not taken up a lot of ground. There we go. R2 gets good kills. View kind of limited. Yeah, no, that's a great angle. Nice try. That's what the problem is with playing so close. Your field of view is kind of limited, right? This is also a really shitty area to MG on from. See a tank driving here. Yep. Medium tank for the Russians. Going towards the medium tank of allies. Heard something blow up there. Sorry, I missed it. Medium tank gets smacked. There we go. Good hit by the P4. Russian medium tank keeps going. Second hit. Are you gonna get the third? Nope. Gets behind defilade. Don't get too greedy, P4. Although it's kind of a position. I don't know. Is there AT there? 1 AT. Divine. Your job to save your medium tank here. No, you're actually really far away. No, wrong direction that you're looking. Oof. There we go. Are you gonna see him? Focusing on the infantry. Do you not see him? The medium tank for me? No, you can't, huh? I mean, at least I can't. A lot of blue again in the western side of the buildings. What is... This is slowly but surely starting to look like a pubs map. This is why you have to maintain your lines, because right now you're working from chaos. However, great job by Papa, Inya, and Gulf to get their OPs. Punkwa, Buckley, and Moose. However, Punkwa gets picked up. Buckley, your time to react to that. Looking in the wrong direction. We're looking in the wrong direction. Pick him up. No. No. There we go. Thank you. Good pick up by Punkwa. Kills the commander. Commander went deep. Holy crap. West side of the map has a lot of infantry. OP gets burned by the medium. A lot of infantry around him. 1 AT guy. Misses his rocket. Ranger. Help out your medium. Gets taken out by Blumik. If that SL would have been dead, that would have been a little more valuable. Punkwa. Pushing up after getting killed on the western cluster. Great rocket by Divine. Engines the P4. Turn your turret. Turn your turret. Time now. They're trying to hit the crew repping. No, they were shooting at Punkwa. P4, you gotta hold the line. Ranger Vit going straight back to try and help out his P4. And we already have Deathstroke. What a good fucking rat. Like, and that's not in a mean way. This dude is always just somewhere in the back line. Turkleton, come on, Turk. You can take care of him. Or now. And then you can start pinpointing down that OP. However, Deathstroke doing a good job at using cover. No, Turk is tracking. There we go. Picks up the kill. Great job by Turkleton. Here we go. Sir Butt Pan. Great reaction. Turns around. Goes and plays defense. Did they get the OP? They did get the OP. However, right now, your radar, the fact that your half-track is warm, that should tell you something. About to get satcheled. Holdakin. So, yes, I love this for your CE. But you running up on the half-track and satcheling it, also kind of great shots. kind of gives your position away even more solidified, especially after that kill. There we go. Your butt pan. Pick up a kill. Pick up the kill. You got him. Come on. Don't let Voldakin win this. Yes, he wins this. Voldakin. Slowly making his way over. Also takes down the half-track. Is about to find the OP and find the garrison. However, Willie Pete, you stand in between. Great kill. Great pickup before he could burn the OP and potentially a garrison. In the meantime, Blue slowly making their way back into the half cap or in the hard cap. Still got 30 minutes left. A lot of time for PCB to regain. What's this place called? Oh my god. St. Mary. It's right on my screen. I could have just read instead of complicating life for myself. Imagine that. Gunny. He's a frontline MG, dude. He's a frontline MG. Great attempt at the strafing run. At this point, everybody's slowly but surely dying. How many of you still have the garrison inside of it? Brendler, on top of the garrison, gets knocked out. Called it out now. Rockets should start flying inside of the church. Buckley could pick up the kill here. Where's this garrison? Right there. Tank battle. Tank battle. Where? B4. And double tapped. 2 P4s. Take down the other medium. Great kill. It's going to be an important kill. The smokes. I think already ran out of ammo. You need to take down this garrison. Just send rockets on it, boys. Come on. Can't manually dismantle that. That's an easy one to rocket. There's so many windows. These PPSHs are just reigning supreme around the church, dude. Exposing his flank. Gets shot once by Tonsek. Gets in 2. Does be it Blit. Gets in another rocket. Buckley. Oh, Buckley. No, Buckley. He ran past him. And then gets shot. There we go. The garrison's out. Rockets finally start flying by R2. Good shit. And there we go. Now to cap. Going in PCP's favor. 1 P4 gets knocked out. However, the other P4 is holding the crossroads. Let's see. Let's check out the map here. Backline's clear. Backline for Krieg, not clear. Fleck. Bunkwa. You guys are the most valuable ones right now. Sniper, you could be harassing the next hard cap. What are you looking at? Finally, using the FG-42. There we go. There we go. Harass the commander. Get him. Nice. You see another. It's okay. Give yourself a little bit of time. Gonna be right in front of you. The kill. There we go. You can pick up Divine too. Panic supplies dropping. Not panic supplies, that's a little dramatic. However, a reset. There we go. The reset's gonna have to happen for Krieg. Kaselak doing a good job at staying alive. They're gonna lose the cap. He's about to replace OP. There we go. Places a new OP. Great job by Kaselak. But it is warm. You have to know that there's something there. This is looking like a pub, gentlemen. You have to clear out your shit before pushing up too far, because right now you're creating a divide in your line. You have to work as a cohesive unit. Because this is what happens. You have 1 or 2 OPs alive, that's 3 OPs in between your 2 OPs and a garrison. 25 minutes to hold this, 25 minutes to recover your line and clean them up. Great reset by Krieg, though. Yeah, your spotter needs more. You need to flare more. Give your team more information. Play closer to the front line. In pubs, yes, you can play the spotter and the sniper in the back lines and be harassing. But in competitive settings, those flares are more valuable than you could ever imagine. However, another tank battle. P4 going for it, but they're about to get shot in the ass by AT. Old White waiting for a chance to get behind the tank and get in another rocket. PCB slowly pushing up. Your OPs here got burnt. Gave them time to reset. Okay, who is this? Sir Buttpan defending his garrison. There we go. Picks up great kills. 1 OP is still up. You need to take care of this OP. Rendler trying to take care of the other OP that is still in soft cap. And 10 knows that he's being watched. Great rocket by GB. Double tap by the B4. Which B4 though? Right here. Is this Reese's crew? Nomad's crew. Great double tap. Armor stats are about to blow allies out of the water, I believe. All of the OPs on your hard cap are warm. That should raise alarm bells, boys. Both OPs inside of church get burned by the same person. But you gotta split them off. You gotta spread them apart. You need a hard cap garrison again. Yeah, they're just doing what they want here. GB, up to you to pick up the kill. What is your meat grind resetting on? Good 10 picks up retro. There's a crossfire going on, never. Stuck in between it. Only one alive. Who is this? In the supply truck. Drop supplies. Drop supplies. This is great. Vidar. Oh, Vidar, you sneaky little bastard. Build that garrison. Yes. You handsome son of a bitch. Well played by Vidar. There's an OP real close. This is your whammo. This is the perfect garrison to go for lumberworks. If you don't cap off of it, not a big deal. You will force a lot of people to run back and defend lumberworks. 3 SLs and then, well, this is 36'S. So get like 2 SLs or something on there. There we go. No. No. This is gonna give away your... Yeah. Now you warmed up the OP. Now they're turning back. You don't have any squad leaders who placed more OPs. There we go. Your assault player already gets taken out. You might have burnt an OP. But that OP is there for a reason. That is a radar. Vidar gets knocked out. And now the garrison soon here, within the next 30 seconds, will become useless. Locked out. There we go. And it is locked out. Yeah. The opportunities are there. It's just execution needs to be better. You can't spawn anybody else but squad leaders on the initial Whammo garrison. Spread those squad leaders out. Is the medium tank going to find them? It's going to find it, right? No? Drives right past it. Oh my god. He even drove right past the transport or the supply truck and the supplies. Like, if he didn't see the garrison, I can get that. Not seeing the supply truck and the supplies right next to it is kind of crazy. Krieg did not find the garrison, but it is locked out still, the medium. How long is that medium going to sit there for? For a minute. That's his little safe spot. That garrison is going to stay locked out for a while. However, a lot of people back on the hard cap, back inside of church. They got an OP inside of church as well. Oh, god damn, your rep station, okay. Did I hear a tank here? I did. Oh. Oh, sorry. Medium tanks hanging back far. Why so far? You're outside of soft cap. Like, I understand, but you're losing. Actually, you're defending again. You're fighting another tank. There we go. Before it gets knocked out. Buzzard wins as well. PCB doing a good job defending. It's a lot of people condensed in the same area. In the meantime, Krieg found that Whammo garrison. And they got rid of it. Sorry, my dog came up and I had to pet her. I got distracted. There you go. PCB pushing out Krieg. Another vehicle dies. Before it gets smacked by the other medium. Rockets flying also at the medium. Russian medium misses. Retro misses with the rocket on the Russian medium. Oh. Retro hits it. Smacks it from the back, but there's two mediums there. Two allied mediums. Who is this? Reese. Two-man crew. Oh, Shanks just stopped in. Three-man crew. Here we go. Distracted. Ricks! Dude, those Russian tanks. Oh my god, those Russian tanks are insane. We gotta back up again. There we go. Ask infantry. Oh no, Ruby. Oh no, Ruby. Your infantry needs to defend you. And there goes the medium. again. East, under control by Krieg. They're capping. Medium's gone. 2 mediums. Are they inside of hard cap? One of them is. This cap is going to go in Krieg's direction. This will be a cap for Krieg unless one of those tanks gets destroyed. There's a recon tank. Why do we have a Luke's going into Lumberworks? Why in a 3-man crew too? This is a dive that you do solo if you want to dive there anyways. Picks up some CE by destroying a supply truck or something. What was that? Rep station. We're defending again. The bombing run! The goated bombing run! The bombing run from Turk! What a beautiful bombing run. However, come on, guys. We're fighting backwards here. This is a reverse fight. This is straight chaos. This is pure, unadulterated chaos. Freak. Dedicating everybody and everything to the whammo. Have 2 garrisons in the red. Yeah, why not? You have nothing there to, like, you need people to spawn on the F7 garrison right now. You need people to spawn on there. You have a medium tank coming? Yes. Okay, that's gonna be cool. This garrison's gonna get locked out by that medium right here in F6. There we go. Finally, Rendler. Good job. You spawn on it. Now you need to go north. You need to start locking out this garrison. You need to start pinpointing the OPs. You need to start the crossfire. Defense still going PCB's way. What the? Oh, okay. Katushka. There's nothing. The Arty strike. What was the Arty strike for? Kind of confused about that one. However, right now Rendler did a good job along with the medium Flynn of at least locking out that red zone garrison. You need to clean up your back line. Like going forward. Russians dropping supplies. They want to build that garrison, that reset garrison. They already did. Wait, did they fuck up? Oh, the commander fucked it up. Commander built it in the blue. That was hilarious. That happens. There we go. Fixes his issue. Or fixes his mistake. Can happen in the swing of the moment. Medium. Making his way through. Run through the compound. Burn that OP. No. I mean, it's not a bad shot, but you're so close to burning it. There we go. Gets it. Okay. Now we're talking. Now this flank is getting taken care of. Because you spawn on the F7 garrison. However, Deathstroke still being a menace in the back lines every single time on some kind of flank. Thank God you and I don't play on the same server. Because you would drive me nuts, dude. In pubs. You would drive me bonkers. Deathstroke does get picked up by the medium tank. Medium tank and infantry. Flynn. Taking care of business. 10 minutes left. Well, technically, 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. A lot of people dedicated. We still have 1 OP, 2 OPs. A locked out garrison and still a reflank garrison, and we still have recon doing God knows what in the 8th row. Understands. Oh my lord, there goes the medium. Got double tapped by the medium tank and by Ruby. Like, I understand that playing spotter in this game is cool because you can go wherever you want, you can place your spawn wherever you want, but in competitive game settings, playing that way doesn't benefit your team. All you can do is just basically drop a sniper and yourself, and then you are not utilizing your power, essentially, of flaring and giving away enemy positions for free. There we go. Sir Butt Band, though. Picks up 2. Great kills. Getting Samurai looking for him. Do you hear him? He hears him. Reloading. Nope, doesn't. Gonna get picked up. Yes. It's crazy that you made it there, but build a whammo garrison. Build a garrison and give other SLs the opportunity to spawn there as well. Meantime, Shanks in a solo Luke's. Bunker crew holding the cross on the hard cap. Gun slamming the MG. Did he take down the truck? He did. Gets shot at by Helmek. Pick up Helmek. Pick up Helmek. You got him. He has some helpers with him. And gets knocked out by Helmek. Helmek was still there. 4th cap pressure. Not going to last long. Although, they did good at getting rid of the OPs and the hard cap garrison, but an easy reset is just to be found in F2 for the allies. But this is a good way to scare the enemy team. There we go. Flickering. And the cap is going your way. And the cap is going your way. Great place. Medium tank is hustling down the road. Are you going to help your team out? Is this turning into a cap race? Is Krieg saying fuck it and fully committing? No, 3 SLs. Respawn in their soft cap. There's too many people inside of your, oh, Sir Butt Pants. Replace your OP. Replace your OP. Place it inside of it. So people can spawn on it. Wait, your OP got burned. Where's your OP at? This is great pressure, but you're also losing midpoint. You need people to continue spawning on it. 2 T-34s right next to each other. This is a double tank push. This is dangerous. Where's your hard cap garrison? Reinforce in place. Cool. Will help temporarily. You have 1 medium alive. Oh my god, another whammo garrison. This is a problem. This is a huge problem. OPs got replaced on Lumberworks, so you're losing all cap progress there. Reinforce still in place. It's gonna run out by the time everybody gets here from that whammo garrison. Sir Buttpants clueless, unaware, gets knocked out. Garrison's locked out near hard cap. This is a huge problem. Reset now. Time to reset. Time now. You have 3 minutes to defend. This is Krieg's all or nothing. Everybody that is blue right now in the red, you should be in the blue. You should be inside a soft cap. You should be defending. However, good news. Unknowingly, Never is locking out this Whammo garrison. And it's unlocked now, because Never got out of the 100-meter range. So people can continue spawning on there. Great job by Krieg to place 3 OPs here. One gets burnt. No. Yes. Yes, one gets burnt. Still no cap progress for Krieg. Great reflank. And it's locked out again. Oh, Willie Pete, Never. And who else is that? Christensen. If only you guys knew how close you guys are to a garrison. We have 2 minutes left. I know you guys see 4. You just got knocked out. You're also getting slapped by the medium right behind you. At this point, yeah, you have to commit to one side. No way you got satcheled. No way. That was hilarious. That was a great play. No way you were satcheled, and that saves the medium. Content still being a pain in the butt. Hiding in the building. You got 1:04 left if you're Krieg. Not looking too good. I don't think there's going to be cap progress in the next 1:24 seconds. However, this OP. Like I said, everybody in the red, including Az and Dave and Top Gun, you need to be in soft cap. That should just be a given. Yes, you're going to make cap progress on lumber. Sure. But your bodies in soft cap can prevent them from capping. Because you're easily killed. Your cap progress with this amount of people is easily lost. 50 seconds left on the clock. Or PCB, or not PCB, Krieg. Make progress. And Helmek. Now, behind the P4. Is the P4 reacting? That's 2 rockets in. Slug. Pick him up. Slug. Pick him up. Slug, don't let him get the 3rd rocket in. Oh my god, thank god. Okay. Woo! I guess the 3rd one was tracks. Otherwise, if that was in the body, that would have been death. 20 seconds. It's a lot of red. 17 seconds. Can they start capping now? 4th point flickering. 4th point. There we go. They start capping. Nope. Defending. Capping. Or yes. Nope. Defending. And it's over. Game over. Impossible to cap points at this point anymore. GG's for PCB. It doesn't matter anymore what Krieg does. Takes 2 minutes to capture a midpoint. So even if they would commit to the capture right now, this game will be going to PCB. GG's on both ends. Things turned very chaotic very quickly. But good game for PCB. That was awesome. They are making cap progress, but it is over. And now you got everything. All commander abilities, supplies by the commander. Ammo. There we go. Russian medium gets taken care of. Another reinforce, another radar. There we go, 30 seconds left. And the timer started going down. Gunny found himself in the 3-story. Start farming. Pick up skills for me. Can barely see him, I know. GG's. On all ends. I wish I had live game stats, but I never got the link to the game stats website. But that was awesome. GG's. I appreciate everybody tuning in, if you did tune in, and have a great rest of your